Yo, salute. We are back, y'all. Let's get it.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history. Welcome to the latest installment of the Graphk and Wasted Show.
Or the Wasted and Graphk Show, whichever way you like to slice it. My brother. What is
yes,
it?
sir, man. Hey, real quick, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS.
Yes,
this
sir.
show is powered by BetUS. Make sure you guys check out our unique links. They will be in the description on both channels. Also, will be in the comments section pinned on both channels. Go over there, get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits. For
Up to $2,000 too.
Say
Don't
what?
get the $2,000.
2K, man. And also the fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure to head over to BetUS, man. Tell them we sent you. How you feeling, brother?
I feel good, man. I feel great. And I'm ready to talk some Raider football, bro. It's the calm before the storm, bro. It's hump day, brother.
Yes.
We are almost at real football. We've been waiting for months, bro. And it's weird because at first it's like, damn, it's never going to get here. I'm sick of talking about bull crap. And then before you know, boom, boom, boom. You right here. The Gout Gang is back in full effect. And we're ready to rock and roll.
Yes. Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, pay your bar tabs, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed back. I'm so excited about this. You already know how I feel about the Graphk and Wasted or the Wasted and Graphk show. It's been too long, man.
Yes,
Practice right now, you guys. We are out there in Las Vegas preparing for this weekend, week 1, SoFi Stadium, Jim Harbaugh and company. The Chargers, man. How we feeling right now? We got Brock Bowers back. I don't know if you guys seen Antonio Pierce's presser today. Brock is ready to go. He is practicing today. Tommy Eichenberg. We heard about the lower extremity injury. He is back, ready to go for week 1. How we feeling, Wasted?
Bro, I feel like I need to get a Brock Bowers from you, bro. That's what I'm feeling.
Brock Bowers.
Yes, sir. And, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. When you hear that they've been holding him out of camp and you see how they've been babying Brock Bowers, that goes to show you how much of a big part of this offense he already is. It shows you that they're treating him like he's Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I said this earlier this offseason. I said, a lot of tight ends, you got to be out on them.
Yeah.
Because 70% of tight ends don't do well in their first year. I think this is going to be like a Pittman kind of a thing. It's going to be a Sam Laporta kind of deal this year. Yeah. I think it's going to be a Sam Laporta, kind of special, bro. This dude is not Pittman, but Kyle Pitts. I'm sorry. But this is going to be a Kyle Pitts kind of special right here this year.
We can have the same argument for Tommy Eikenberg. Wasted. I mean, once again, green dot, green dot, green dot. Antonio Pierce preached that early on in his pressers earlier on in the offseason about Tommy Eikenberg. So to sit him and get him ready, prepare for week 1, this is a guy, man, that I'm telling y'all now, we love Robert Spillane. But if we do not hear about an extension, if he's balling out of his mind and we don't hear anything, they have really, really high expectations for Tommy Eichenberg, our young linebacker out of Ohio State. And we will talk about that, you guys.
Well, hold on. I want to give a moment of silence, everybody, to the the career of NFL Mike. We never knew ye. I want to give him a round of applause for being emotional and crashing out. But NFL Mike, man, happy trails. You have been replaced.
Yes.
The graphic one is a soothsayer of Somehow, some way, man, Graphk strikes again. He predicted that there would be no more NFL Mike on the NFL roundtable, the AFC West roundtable. And guess what? Graphk was right.
Rest in paradise, man. Back to TikTok you go. Salute to NFL Mike. Let me say this. He's a good guy, you guys. I promise you this. I have no problems with him personally. But at the end of the day, man, if we can't have a debate, we can't talk football, do the back and forth thing without emotions getting tied to it and bringing up numbers and all this other. What are we doing here, man? My other guys, I don't have a problem with Darcy and Ben. You know, we have a good time. The energy is there. I'm going to say this, man. Salute to our brother Jake. Who would have thought yesterday, the show we did prior to that, you were on screen with your replacement, NFL Mike. You were on screen with your replacement.
Bro, it's funny, man. Jake and the Neverland Pirates, man. I love Jake. He's a great guy. He came to see us at the Air Hotel with his lovely wife. And Jake was actually auditioning yesterday.
Yeah, man.
He was auditioning yesterday. It was crazy, man. It reminded me of the movie The Five Heartbeats. So Mike's about to say, how does it feel to be me?
Welcome to the family, Jake. Real talk, man. Salute to you, my guy. We're going to have some fun. He will be on the AFC West roundtable moving forward. And salute to NFL Mike, man. I hope that, you continue to do great numbers on TikTok. You continue to do your thing. I see he's already emotional. He's removing himself from all the collaborative efforts that we did on Instagram. It is what it is. And he's probably watching right now, talking big shit about him. Salute to you, Mike. I have no problem with you personally, man. Cool dude. But
Michael Fishman himself from Roseanne. Yeah, listen, this is the thing. No one knew that this was actually DJ from Roseanne.
Hey, man.
Yo, man, listen, shout out to him. Maybe you getting Roseanne residuals. Shout out to you, my brother.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not roasting him because we don't do that. But it's just, I'm going to be honest with you. Y'all know, wasted, I'm going to talk about myself in the third person. I'm the most non-messy guy. I don't really like to subscribe to stuff like this. I'm a man of a certain age. I don't like doing the goofy internet shit. I've never been that guy, right? There's a lot of shit that's going on since I've been in the YouTube. And I turn a blind eye to it because if we can't see each other face to face, then we got nothing to talk about.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And that's how I've always been. But that shit yesterday, and the reason why I mentioned it, it bothered me. Because, look, I'm going to say it. You don't have to say it. I don't want to mess your bag up, bro. But that show is dead in the water without Graphk. It's dead in the water without this chat. And to me, I look at it like you're insulting us. All of us, because when you look at it, yes, I have my own channel, right? But I'm a part of OLV too, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We partners in here, man. We've been ripping and running for a couple years together, and this chat is a collaborative thing. Y'all come over to my channel, you know how we do. So I took that personal because they should be congratulating and thanking our fan base, bro, for saving that show. Get the F out of here with that. I'm sorry,
man.
Bro.
Salute once again, man. Hey, good luck. Happy trails. You got a lot of time to do as many push-ups as you want to moving forward. Salute to NFL Mike, man. Rest in peace. Let's get going, you guys. We are back at practice today. What'd you think about Antonio Pierce's presser today, man? Our head coach talking about Brock, talking about Tommy. He spoke about Howard Stern, which I didn't know that he interned over there. That was kind of a weird introduction to that. But how did you just feel about the presser?
Baba Booey.
How do you feel about the presser as a whole?
I felt great because I love the way Antonio communicates, bro.
Yeah.
Like there are some questions, man. I have questions because when you look at Antonio Pierce is the least tenured coach in this division. Even though Harbaugh has come back, a lot of people try to say Harbaugh's been out of the game could have passed by. No, he's been actively coaching. Right? That's funny. He's been actively coaching, right? So Harbaugh, this is not the John Gruden situation over again for the Chargers. This man has a pulse on the younger players. He has been dealing with, cultivating, and developing younger players. So when we look at Pierce is the least tenured guy in the division.
Yeah.
And I worry sometimes. But when he speaks, I buy in all over again.
Yeah.
Because he gets right to the information. He doesn't bullshit. And there's nothing that he's done so far, besides a few little clock management things, that I can find any fault with so far, especially the way he's handled the Brock Bowers situation, man.
Yeah, definitely. Salute to Antonio Pierce too, man. A few gems there. He did mention, you guys, once again, we'll repeat it. Brock will be ready to go week 1. He's practicing today. Tommy Eichenberg is practicing today. He'll be available week 1 as well this weekend. Not too much with JPJ. It still seemed that we're not there in terms of Jackson Powers-Johnson being ready to go yet. I just didn't get the same energy surrounded around him in the presser as I did the other two.
Oh, not at all, man. I mean, when you look at JPJ and being that, he has head injury and he had a lower extremity thing. He's a big guy, 358 pounder. He hasn't had really any padded contact. They're going to have to cultivate his start in practice.
Yeah.
And it's going to have to be in those days when they're going live. You cannot, with the first game of the season, just take him and throw him out there on the roster. You can't really dress him because you really don't know how he is physically at this point. And there's a good chance that at any given moment, if you dress, you could play.
Yeah.
So, I love how they're doing with him. They're walking down the hill. They're not going to throw him to the fire because he's already coming into the National Football League with some injury concerns. So you got to handle him with kid gloves. So I love that. And AP didn't tip his hand, but body language, right? We can read body language, and that's what we got from him. And I'm glad though that they're handling it like that.
How do you feel about him saying that Patrick Graham will be calling it from the skybox again, which it definitely changed things on the defense side of the ball when he was up there in the skybox, and then Luke Getsy calling it from the sidelines. How do you feel about that?
Look, man, I'm happy about it because there's a direct correlation between this team turning things around last year from Pat being up in the booth.
Yeah,
there's a direct correlation, and furthermore, I think that Antonio Pierce being on the sideline, being a defensive minded head coach, is the eyes that you need on the sideline. Those are eyes that really matter because he's the guy that straws the drink. Mm-hmm. So, there have been some adjustments I've seen Antonio Pierce make in games, like on the Giant game. He made some adjustments on the sideline.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's kind of the secret sauce to this defense. Because if we're being honest, this defense was very, very underperforming. When you look at the numbers, how things change from when McDaniels left to when Antonio Pierce, it's night and day, man. This was a top 10 defense statistically when Antonio Pierce came into the building.
Also, he spoke very highly of Gardner Minshew. The media asked about him, and he said since he's taken over the QB1 spot, he's gotten a lot more vocal, more of a leader. How do you feel about that going into week 1? Because there's a lot of naysayers out there right now. Wasted. I'm telling you now, QB rankings, we're at the bottom of the list on a lot of these. The Raiders as a whole, I mean, just record-wise, they're predicting us to be a bottom 5 team in the NFL. And I'm talking about ESPN. I'm talking about CBS. All these people are coming out and saying this, and a lot of it is because of Gardner Minshew. Yeah. I would have never thought that you would see a roster that has Devontae Adams, Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, and then we can mention a few other guys, as Raider guys that we're like, come on. But how do you have us as a bottom 5 team? I even seen something today, and I got to throw this out there too. I don't know if you've seen this. What's her name? Mia
Kimes.
Mia Kimes. She put something out there today about the Raiders being a bad team. And look, you have your opinions. If that's how you feel, great. But the thing that killed me was her stating that in the middle of the season, the Commanders with Jaden Daniels at the quarterback position will make, or this is her prediction, that they would make a trade offer to the Raiders to bring in Devontae Adams. Now, did she not see him on the Wing Show mentioning that the Commanders have one of the worst fan bases and worst stadiums in the NFL?
Yeah.
No, I just sometimes you have to
sure she didn't.
You have to question these national media and these big media figures, right? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Wasted?
Bro, look, man. Look, people, that's why they call it talking out of your ass, right? Because you can't see out your ass. You can talk out of it, but you can't see out of it, right?
Yeah.
There's no way she saw what Devontae Adams said, right? That is throwing baloney against the wall to see if it stick. That is hot take drive-by media at its finest. That is what sports media has become. There's no substance or balance to it. Now, for people to call the Raiders a bottom 5 team, right? Normally what people do, and this is the formula for the media. Head coach, starting quarterback. That's what they do. They look at the head coach, they look at the starting quarterback, they add them together, and that's the sum total of their summation of what kind of football team you have. They don't look at the rest of it.
Yeah.
So if I'm being honest, we have a coach who hasn't even coached double-digit games yet, right? He will be soon. He hasn't even strung together 15 games yet, right?
Yeah.
And then we have a journeyman quarterback that when he puts on silver and black, just automatically gets worse because he's wearing silver and black.
He's the 31 ranked quarterback according to CBS. Let me say some names that are mentioned ahead of him. This is a guy that had a Pro Bowl year last year. I know it's Pro Bowl, and we know the new. I mean, Tyler Huntley was a Pro Bowler. DC was one when he didn't even deserve it. But these are some of the guys he has in front of him. Gardner at 31. Jacoby Brissett is at 32. So that's the only guy that CBS has ranked lower than Gardner Minshew. Daniel Jones, Bo Nix, who hasn't played a snap yet. Sam Darnold, who's also been a journeyman up to this point. Bryce Young, who was absolutely terrible with Carolina last year. I know their run game and offensive line was really, really bad, but he still hasn't done anything up to this point. DC is a 4-time Pro Bowler. I don't have a problem, even if he had a down year last year, being ranked above Gardner Minshew. I would too. Anthony Richardson. I mean, come on, man. He hasn't done anything. Will Levis. You know I love Will Levis. How do you have him ranked higher than Gardner Minshew? The list goes on. I mean, yeah, Deshaun Watson, Russell.
Bro, I have no problem with it, right? Because
Geno Smith. Yeah,
Geno Smith is better than Gardner.
At 19, though. At 19.
I mean, Geno Smith has played pretty damn well since he's been in Seattle, if I'm being honest.
Definitely. But
I'm not gonna poo-poo that at all. I'm not. I just, bro, all of this stuff, these rankings and stuff, you know what it means to me? It means this to me. I don't give a shit about it. Because at the end of the day, his reputation is gonna be earned on the field.
Yeah.
Right. And what they do is they always, either they overpromise or they underdeliver with the Raiders. I prefer for them to underdeliver as far as their analysis of us, because the years that they've had us in the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship game, everybody was on the Raider bandwagon. You know what happened? Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing happened. Gardner Minshew has been a backup his whole career, and now he's a starter. And that's a fair assessment if you don't really watch the game, right?
Yeah.
The problem with the Raiders is Gardner Minshew is not the entire problem to why people are ranking his team the way they are.
Yeah.
He's not. We have a lot of questions, and us being Raider fans, we're optimistic, right? We want to believe the best of these guys, right? But look, we have the most least tenured coach in our division. We have an unimproving running back. We have unproven guys up and down our offensive line, right? Mm-hmm. The only thing we can hang our hat on is number 98 and number 17.
Yeah.
The only thing we could really hang our hat on. We have guys in the back end of our roster that are very good.
You get 94 in there too, wait, so you can.
You're 9-4-2, definitely, right? So
and you get Colton in the mix if when healthy.
Yeah, when healthy, but see, he's an issue too, because we don't know how healthy he is. He hasn't been healthy towards the end of the season, going into this season. So this could be one of those years where he either can continue on the trajectory he's been, or he could take a step back, or maybe a step forward, right? Mm-hmm. But we don't know. So there are a lot of question marks if you're going to just take your Raider fandom out of it, which is very hard for us to do. And you look at our roster, I can understand how people can make that summation because they don't really know our team.
Yeah.
But what we're here to tell you guys is this: we know this team, right?
Yes.
We follow this team, and what I'm telling you is, you have a budding star at safety.
Yes.
You have a budding star. You have a budding star at corner.
Jack
Jones.
It's
going to happen. Mm-hmm. You have a budding star. You have a starting right guard that will be a right guard for years to come if he can kind of get on the HGH program. Get on the wasted roid program, baby. look, full Mark McGuire. Go full Sammy Sosa. Look, little Darren Dalton, maybe a little Barry Bonds. But what you got to do is go and get your former tight end ass in that weight room, juice up a little bit. We'll have a starting right guard, baby.
ESPN 27, Bleach Report 26, Fox 29, NBC 30, CBS 31. With all the talent that we have on this roster, it's absolutely insane.
Yeah, but see, the thing is that you have to follow this team to see the talent.
No, understood.
So I understand it. And I get it. And the thing is that somewhere in the middle lies the truth. Like, as a fan, there's two things you can hope for, right? If you're gonna be bad enough to get the right player to turn a franchise around, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna be good enough for it to make a difference. But what you don't want to be is in the middle.
Yeah.
And I have a sneaking suspicion that we're in the middle somewhere.
Salute to Crash Dog. I'm most worried about our coordinators. PG being able to stop the run and Getsy being able to get the most out of our offense. I mean, two major question marks, right? I mean, this year you have to be able to stop the run, especially with the addition of Christian Wilkins. He's getting paid a ton of money. I mean, where's Tyree Wilson fit in this equation? I definitely agree with you, LA Crash Dog, but I do believe that we're going to be fine. I do. I think we're going to play the run fairly well this year. I don't think we're going to be a top 5 team against the run, but I do believe we could be a top 15 team against the run. I do. And definitely Getsy is a major question mark. We don't know what this offense is going to look like with him calling it. We have no clue yet. And that is the thing that can make or break us. Wasted, right? That's the question mark. Is all of us are even guys that follow this team. We have no idea what this offense is going to look like. We know the identity is going to be run the football. Run the football. We know that. AP has said it numerous times. Luke Getsy loves to run the football. They're going to get Devontae and Brock and all these guys involved. But I think we know the identity. But what is it going to look like? That is a major question.
But you know what? They say that, right? But Luke Getsy took a healthy running game in Chicago and effectively destroyed it, right, in a sense. As far as, having a factor back, a guy that is a bell cow kind of running back, right? So what he did was he spread it around a lot and he had a running quarterback. So it looked great. And the rushing attack was in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
But the thing with Zamir White is I don't know if he's going to be able to function in the kind of construct that we're looking for. I think Zamir White is a guy that if you keep feeding him the football, he'll get better and stronger as the game goes on because he's such a punishing runner. I think Luke Getsy hopefully can read the room and get out of his own way and allow Zamir White, once he starts to pile it on, to allow him to. Because that's one of the reasons why we won the Chief game last year on Christmas, if I'm being honest, because once Zamir White turned it on and he just kept piling it on and piling it on.
Aiden had a terrible game. Aiden had a terrible game. Is it 60 yards in the air? Something like that?
Yeah, man. I forget. I know we didn't score.
No, the defense took and Zamir definitely carried. Salute the hug. Bro, them clips I sent you were fired from the round table. These media folks are soft and they only follow each other to keep the narrative. We have a chance to shock the world this year. It can happen. Salute to our brother and the GOAT over here, the my father himself. Hug D's. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, I want to ask you guys this too, man. Before we get anywhere, salute. I just got a new sponsor. Salute to Locker, man. If you guys want to join my fantasy league, for the next 24 hours, it is free. After that, it will be $25 buy-ins. We're going to have some fun. Every first quarter of every stream, a live stream when we cover the game, me and Hammer, we're going to do the same thing we did last season when we did the Raiders-Chargers game, which was the 61-23 blowout. We're going to be very interactive. It's going to show the next plays. Like we get to guess what the next play is, who's going to be the receiver to catch, so on and so forth. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys would like to join, I will put the link in the comment section. For the next 24 hours, you guys, it will be free, and then the buy-in will be $25. And there's certain cities where you can't. Hug tried. Idaho, they don't do it. Jersey, Wasted couldn't sign up because Jersey.
I didn't try to sign up, so I might
try, but I don't think that they cover Jersey, New York. But try it. We're gonna have some fun, y'all. And the more you guys sign up, the better it helps the channel. So yes, Hug, put it in the comment section, please, brother. I'll put it up, and I want to get everybody involved in that.
Wait, you got to do me a favor, man. Hey, so Hug is in Idaho. Is it Idaho potatoes or Idaho?
Bro. Dad joke. Bang Zoom.
Bang Zoom. Oh yes, Bang Zoom. If the stream deck was working, baby, the drums would have came out on that one, baby.
Real quick, I'm gonna go over this as well, you guys. Even though we're about a little late, but I know you guys can't see it right now, but. How do you feel? Nothing really changed in terms of the depth chart. Wasted. The only thing that was kind of surprising to me was Amari Gaynor being in the back end of that linebacking core. They have Kanai Mwaga ahead of him, Amari Burney ahead of him. But I mean, there was really no drastic changes. Wide receiver Devontae, his backup will be Ramel Keaton. So the UDFA out of Tennessee will be backing him up with Tyreek McAllister backing up Keaton. Brock Bowers, Michael Merritt, a lot of 12 personnel. Those guys will be the starters with Harrison Bryant backing them up. Jacoby will be the starter opposite of Devontae, with Trey Tucker being the third option at the receiver position, with DJ Turner backing up Trey Tucker. Gardner Minshew 1A, Aiden O'Connell 1B. Running back group, Zamir White, Alexander Madison, Amir Abdullah with Dylan Lowby there. Those guys will be that 1-2 punch at the third. as the third down backs. Nothing really changed here. The offensive line, Colton Miller, left tackle, Cody Whitehair, left guard, Andre James, center, Dylan Parham, Munford at right tackle. Nothing changed offensively. Starters on the defensive side of the ball, Max, John Jenkins, Christian Wilkins, Malcolm Kuntz. Nothing changed. Divine Diablo, Robert Spillane, starting linebackers, Nate Hobbs, Jacorian Bennett, Jack Jones are the starters at the cornerback position with Darnay Holmes, D-Cam backing them up, and also at the safety position, Merrig, Marcus Epps, the 1-2 punch at the free and strong, with Isaiah Palomau as the third guy, this third option at safety, which we'll see him a lot out there. Chris Smith backing up Marcus Epps at the strong safety position, and Thomas Harper, the guy that just came over from the Chargers, former Notre Dame guy. We're very familiar with him. What do you think about this? And AJ Cole, Daniel Carlson, Jacob Obermoyer, nothing else changed over there. How do you feel about this depth chart up to this point?
I mean, it's chalk, man. It's boilerplate. The only thing that you know, and to be real with you, it all depends on, you know, how these guys are going to be used as far as the linebackers go. I think Gaynor kind of made his bones he's going to be a special team, a big special team guy. You're going to need him. You're going to need a guy that can change directions and move and tackle because of the new rules. So, you know, I do see Amari Gaynor getting some burn. I feel like a lot
of special teams, though. A lot of special teams reps for sure.
Yeah, all of these lines. That's why they signed some. We're very top heavy at linebacker. I mean,
yeah.
You know, a lot of people say it's because our head coach is a former linebacker. I think it has very little to do with it.
The new rules, you want as many options out there in special teams.
You definitely do. But I think what you're going to get from Pierce and Graham is because of how many sub packages they use. There are certain linebackers that fit into certain packages better based off of their skill set. And they have guys with very, very different skill set on this roster. I like what they did. They didn't go out there and just get one type of player. The one thing that is constant on this team is versatility. But these guys have very different games. A lot of these linebackers do. And a lot of the people in all our positional groups have different games. But the one true thing that strings them all together is the fact that they're all versatile guys.
Yeah, facts. Salute to Hug, man. Here goes the link right here, you guys. Join right now. Once again, the next 24 hours, it will be free. And I'm telling you guys, it is fun. I'm not saying this because it's our sponsor. I promise you, me and Hammer had hella fun doing a live stream last year. This is very interactive. It's super, super fun. Make sure you do not miss out. And Hug also put in the app, it tells you, you know, how to go about it. It's also in my community tab. It's on Instagram and it's on Twitter. The link is available. So make sure you guys go sign up. Once again, as many people can sign up. The more people that sign up, the pot goes higher. So it starts off right now. The pot is $1,000. The more people that sign up, the pot goes higher and higher and higher. And then whoever wins, you get cashed out at the end of the season. So make sure you hit that link and join us on the Locker app. I'm telling y'all now, it is a lot of fun, man. Real quick, man. Also, salute to our proud sponsors at BetUS. I want to ask you something real quick, Wasted. So there was, let me see. This was sent to us today from our proud sponsors over at BetUS. Once again, you guys, salute to our proud sponsors at BetUS. They are powering this live stream here with me and Wasted. I want to ask your opinion on this. Largest lead by either team. The over and under 14.5. Over plus 110, under 14.5 at negative 145. How do you feel about this? And
you got to take the under. You got to take the under 100%. You'll be stealing money if you take the under. This is a divisional matchup. You have two good coaches. You have a Raider team that is more talented than people give us credit for, and you have a Charger team that is very talented. Like, look, you know, the days are gone of the Chargers being a top-heavy roster with not much depth. Yeah. They have depth. The only difference is that they're starting a rookie, and I think he might get a baptism by fire by Max Crosby. Joe Alt is a very, very, very talented young player, but this is his first action against one of the league's very, very best. Yeah, and he's our best player, and I see that going markedly worse for him. Also, you know, Khalil Mack. When you talk Khalil Mack struggles with size. And the one thing there, Mumford, is if he's not anything, he's a mammoth tackle. So that he effectively shut Khalil Mack down last year. So, you know, if I'm being honest, the defenses are going to kind of predicate what happens on the field. Yep. I can't see the Chargers blowing us out, and I can't see us blowing the Chargers out. 14 is even money, man. To me, I feel like over 14 is very ambitious.
New head coach, new regime out there with the Chargers. Justin Herbert coming off that injury. Us, new OC, new quarterback. This is divisional games are usually pretty close outside of, the 63-21 type things that happen here and there. But I'm definitely taking the under as well. Make sure you guys head over to BetUS. Once again, the link will be in both of our descriptions. Also in the comment sections, pinned. Go over there, get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2K. And once again, the fastest payouts in the industry. Salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. We have the presser on, you guys. You want to hear it?
Really quickly, man. Did you guys know that you can get your very own personal account manager as well? I just wanted to know if you knew that. I'm sorry.
I didn't know.
I just want to know. I mean, I had to mention it, man. Pressure's on, baby. Time to roll.
Christian Wilkins and Devontae are at the podium today, you guys. Let's get it.
Putting the process over the results, you know what I mean? And then the results will come, but always being real process oriented and focused.
Can you hear it?
Coach Pierce has said repeatedly that Gardner Minshew's personality has been infectious to the team. So, do you have any favorite stories?
No, I would definitely agree with that. What's that word the kids say now? Aura. Yeah. Gardner's definitely got some aura. I mean, I love that dude. He's a lot of fun to be around, and me and him go way back to college, and we were drafted in the same year. So I definitely got a lot of respect for Gardner, and he definitely has an infectious personality and all that good stuff. He just always coming in every day, just with a smile, great energy, and is always ready to work. So that's definitely, something that we can get behind as a team and that we all see.
You talked about the fact that there's not a lot of tape on this current Chargers.
Locker code, Raiders.
How hard is that to prepare for a game when you don't get a chance to maybe see some tendencies?
Yeah, definitely, new staff, new team, everything like that. But, I will say the coaches have done a good job trying to put stuff in front of us and give us the looks that they think we will see. Just everybody's working hard, and we got to understand that and just be willing. First game is always weird. You don't know what teams are or who they really are. So
Facts.
You just got to, you kind of have an idea maybe, but you just got to be willing to adjust as the game goes on.
What makes you the most excited about this defense in total of what you think you guys can accomplish when you just watch them at practice and do?
Yeah, I just feel like at all 3 levels, we got guys who are, who are just, just competitors, work hard, and I see it every day, and I feel like a lot of the guys on the defense are guys that might not get the necessary respect and things
Agreed.
They deserve just league-wide. So I'm just excited to be a part of this defense and to help those guys reach their goals in any way I can.
Pierce talked about, week 1 being so much about don't trying to throw the whole playbook out there, let them play. How much do you kind of appreciate that mindset?
Christian Wilkins at the podium, y'all.
That. It's kind of like, just getting us ready, making sure we're good mentally, and we just play fast and fly around. Because again, you don't really know what you're going to see in a lot of different things. So as long as you play fast, fly around, and just do it together as a team and as a unit, both offense and defense, you should be in a good spot.
What's Antonio Pierce been like as a coach so far?
He's been. I really like his approach as a coach. He puts a lot on us as players to really, take the steering wheel, really, and I appreciate that. He kind of sets the culture, sets the standard, and he holds himself to a high standard, and all the other coaches as well. But as a player, he's definitely easy to get behind because he's the same dude every day, and he brings it every day.
What ways do you plan on impacting the defense this season?
Well, really, just with my leadership and my overall play, just trying to be my best each and every game, each and every play, and again, just be a leader, and just play the game the right way, and that's always just playing hard, flying to
no captains yet,
and just playing with good technique.
Thoughts on opposing quarterback, of course, Justin Herbert, and some of the things it'll take to slow him down.
No, Justin's deservedly so one of the best quarterbacks in the league. He presents a lot of challenges. He can do a lot of different things, and like I said, he gets the respect he deserves. He's a heck of a player. We got to be ready for whatever, because he can definitely get the job done. So we got a great challenge in front of us, but I'm definitely looking forward to it.
I love it. Devontae is going to be at the podium here shortly as well, you guys. I love also that Antonio Pierce said we have our own Max Crosby in the interior of our defensive line that way. So did you hear that at the presser earlier? Like, he gave Christian Wilkins very, very high praise by mentioning him in that rarefied air of Max Crosby in the interior. How did you feel about that?
Nah, look, I'm very excited. I mean, he knows what he's looking at, right? It's not like he's some novice. He's not some fan. He's the head coach of this football team who's played and had a great NFL career. He knows what it looks like. Yeah. He knows he's played with Hall of Famers. He knows what it looks like. That I'm very, very excited. I mean, look, if we did nothing else, this roster as a whole got better. We may not have gotten better at quarterback, but we damn sure got better as a whole.
Definitely.
And I think the way that we got better is going to help us in this division. I think people don't really look at the fact that we are going and building a strength that can be a weakness to others.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah,
I mean,
total sense. Makes total sense. Yeah.
Look, if we can't have an overpowering offense, and Antonio Pierce alluded to that, right? A lot of people think he's copping pleas and making excuses early, but he said, listen, if I'm being honest, I don't see us being some overpower. I'll be happy we're in the middle of the road. But what we know is that defense is going to be at the top of the heap. And if they're at the top of the heap, you meet aggression with aggression, right?
There you go.
How you doing it? We're going to meet all of that Chief aggression, all of that Bronco aggression, and all that Charger aggression with a nice, swift punch in the jaw.
There you go. Rick, it's free right now. Just use promo code Raiders. It's right here. Promo code Raiders. $25 buy-in starts Friday, I believe. So it's a little more than 24 hours. Go join right now. It is absolutely free. Absolutely free. I'm telling y'all now, I wanted to do this live specifically to get as many people in as possible before you have to pay any kind of money to join the fantasy league. It is absolutely free, you guys, and you still will have an opportunity to win the pot without having to buy in. So go over there and join. It's free. Use the code Raiders. So there you have it. Let me see. You have to put the promo code in before. Yeah, there you go. Just type in Raiders. We still have Devontae Adams supposed to come to the podium, right? Or did he already talk?
Yeah, I mean, he did. I don't know if he already talked. I mean, you know how these Raider pressers are, man. You know?
Yeah, man. It definitely takes forever. I see the shield spinning like crazy. We'll sit here and wait a minute for Devontae. If he pulls up, you guys, we'll stop what we're doing in order to talk about it. But how are we feeling, man, going into this week one right now? It seems that we're at full strength right now. Wasted outside of JPJ, just getting up to speed. This is the best way to look, like the best way to go into week one.
Yeah, it's the healthiest. It's the healthiest, you're going to be. And what I'm also excited and glad about, that we got people that got some real reps in preseason. They didn't play this sneaky peek, we're going to hold these guys out. We're not going to have guys playing. No, we had guys playing. They kind of got that calcification going, and they're going to be out there and be ready to ball. They're going to be ready to hit people, man. Just a physical team. We had a physical camp because we didn't have any scrimmages with other teams. And I'm just ready, man. I'm ready. They did everything right this offseason as far as keeping guys as healthy as possible. Because you think about the years past where, oh, man, I was excited about that guy. He went down in camp. Out for the year. We didn't have any at this year. So I'm very, very excited about that, man.
Salute to all the new people in there. I think we got 10 new people right now. So once again, salute to you guys. I'll be promoting it all week long. So if you guys can't join today, it's okay. But it is absolutely free right now. I don't know why he said it would charge. He got charged. It should be absolutely free right now. Salute to our guy Cole, man. Best atmosphere in your opinion for a game tailgate included. LA Coliseum, Oakland. It's clear cut. Yeah. Oakland is the best. Bar none. You can go to Oakland, Cole, with no money, just a ticket. You're going to leave full. You're going to leave drunk. You're going to leave high if you want to be high. And you may leave disappointed in the results. That's
the only thing that the tailgate can't guarantee.
Everyone think Oakland, nothing tops that experience, man. Salute to you. But if you get an opportunity, go to Las Vegas, go to the J Lot, absolute fun. Go to SoFi Stadium, go to the Pink Lot. Raider Nation will be out there in full swing. Salute to my guy Cole in a $5 special. Let me see. Raiders got go up a little bit. John put the link in the comment section, brother. What else we got right now, man? How are we feeling about Justin Herbert being at full strength right now? Wasted.
I don't think that's accurate, but whatever strength he's at, if he's on the field, he's a concern. Yeah. He's one of the very best young quarterbacks in this league. He's I remember the year we had the 3 first round picks. I think that was the year Herbert came out. Yeah. I wanted Gruden to take 2 of them and move up and get them. Right. And he's a guy that I've been watching since he was at Oregon. Right. He's very, very talented, man. but I don't want to have quarterback envy. He is a problem. He's a problem. I'm not even thinking about him being injured. To me, he's 100%. And we need to go there and knock the head off of the robot. We got to hit him. He needs to be hit, and he's a guy who puts himself out there to be hit. But the problem is, Herbert is not the guy you got to worry about. What you got to worry about is this Greg Roman offense. Now, Greg Roman has been a guy who was down in Baltimore for years, right? He had Lamar Jackson. Greg Roman was with the 49ers back in the day. Greg Roman likes to run the football down your throat.
Yep.
And the biggest weakness that we have on paper is our run defense. Our run defense will get tested. We're going to find out whether this team is built for speed or comfort, baby. Because I'm going to be honest with you, man. If there's an issue with running the ball, it is going to be exposed. Now, I know when you sit there and you look at J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they're two very different runners, but these are guys that actually, man, when J.K. Dobbins is right, J.K. Dobbins is,
but he's not. But he's never right.
But this is the first game of the season, Graph. If this was week 6 or 7, I would agree with you 100%. And Gus Edwards runs hard as well. Like, these guys are good running backs.
I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just not afraid of this ground game. The only guy that is the big question mark for me is Kamani Vidal, a sneaky guy out of Troy that we talked a lot about during that draft process. He is a guy that you have to keep an eye on because he can get active in the passing game, active in the run game. But I'm not too much worried about the Gus Edwards of the world of J.K. Dobbins, especially Hassan Haskins. He has not lived up to the hype coming out of Michigan thus far at the NFL level, at least. You know what I'm saying? Get drafted in Tennessee.
Well, see, this is the problem, though. It's a guy who coached him in college, right? Then you have a guy who develops a run scheme like none other.
Yeah.
See, sometimes it's not the players, it's being in the right scheme. And I have a sneaky suspicion that Greg Roman is going to come out. If he's going to do anything else, man, he's going to make sure that he designs some shit where they're going to be able to be effective in the run game this year. So we got to see how good our run defense is, because there's just certain coaches who know how to coach the run, bro. There are just certain guys, and I'm telling you, he is definitely one of them. This guy took, pretty much a running back at quarterback to the Super Bowl. He took Colin Kaepernick to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Fact. Salute to everybody here in the building. Let me look at this. The league is called Raiders Official. It's on Locker. I'm going to get off of this, the whole Locker situation. But they should, once you go sign up, they should give you a $25 credit immediately for free. That's what it is. If it didn't work, you guys, I will make sure to reach out to them today. Coffee and Convo tomorrow. We'll figure it out and break it down. But it's going to be a lot of fun. But it should be free. You should be getting a $25 credit in order to sign up. Salute to the Mokes. Sunday in LA, I'm going to be mobbing like a motherfucker. Salute to my guy, the Mokes, in the building as well. Let's go over the rest of their depth chart real quick too, Wasted.
Real quick, I want to say something too, Graf, and I want your opinion on this. This is a Divine Diablo special.
Yes.
This is a Divine Diablo special. Contract year, came in. He said he lost a lot of weight. He felt a lot like, kind of heavy last year. He feels like he's going to be faster and meet people at the ball.
Yeah.
This is Divine Diablo special because there are some kids on his roster that can take this man's job. Divine Diablo has to show up for us because we only play 2 linebackers most of the time.
I think that's the biggest
Minshew's at the podium.
AP was also saying he was
Uncle Rico.
enjoyment you seem to take in a lot of the preparation aspects.
I want to bring this back up in a second.
Watching film and all that. I know that's required at this level, but when did you really embrace that and realize you need?
Man, it's been a long time, honestly. I've always really enjoyed the process of it. If you only like the games, that's like 1% of the time you're doing this, and the rest of the time you're miserable. That doesn't really make sense to me. So, man, I always just try to enjoy every second in the building, the locker room, the team atmosphere, something that's so special, and something you never want to take for granted.
Everybody does it a little bit differently, but in this case here, working with.
Thank you, Cole. That means a lot, brother. Thank you so much.
Does he elicit information from you and feedback from you in terms of the game plan?
Yeah, he's been an awesome communicator, man. From the jump, whenever he has thoughts and ideas, he gets them to me, and is very receptive to communication coming from my way too, which is awesome as a quarterback. You feel like there's real rapport there.
He said he sounds like RVD.
That communication, something that helps as you get into the year.
No, he sounds like another Raider content creator. Close your eyes. Another Raider content creator. Close your eyes, you guys. He's also a Saints fan.
Yeah, no, anytime you're playing against great players, you got to be aware of that, make the necessary adjustments, put your guys in the best place to win. But, that's more on the coaches. They'll do that.
Can't get away from it.
It's our guys. Feel great, about everybody around me, man. So I'll take us against anybody.
Just your football journey and from being a backup to start in just these various roles, have you allowed yourself to kind of reflect on being a week one starter, just everything leading up to this?
Not really, man. Obviously happy to be in the role I am. Super grateful. A lot has gone into it. A lot of people have helped me. And now I just want to help this team win. Whatever we got to do.
I can't hear it now.
And win some football games.
Speaking of your journey, whatever happened to your bus?
Man, sold the bus. Have a van now. So, yeah. Down
Gruden.
Derek Carr.
Absolutely.
Who's the residence here? Okay. So get that out of the way.
Coming for your hot spot.
Man. I think our body of work since the spring, the improvements we've made, the trust we've built in each other, I think that's it, man. When you see the trajectory from the spring, where we started through fall camp against a very challenging defense every day that didn't give us any breaks, I have confidence in our body of work, and I'm excited to get to go take that.
You too.
Practicing to get today, first time in a couple weeks. Does it be with him out there?
He's great, man. Anytime you got tight ends like that, you can really play ball, put stress on the defense.
Shit.
That's the
I gotta
matchup
quit
positions
smoking
in
this shit
league.
here.
It's just happy to have Brock back. He's a special player, and it's gonna be fun to play with.
The Betsy beat on the field. Is it more helpful to have the hook coordinator on the field so you guys can talk face to face during the game, make adjustments?
Salute to our brother Ridge back in the building.
Somebody upstairs.
Yeah, it makes the communication super clean and simple. You're able to sit there together, look at the pictures, see what really happened in the last drive, get everything communicated, and move forward. I think that it is pretty clean when he's down there.
Just overall, what are your thoughts on how good or dangerous your skill position players are that you'll be working with?
Yeah, I have a lot of confidence in all our guys across the board. I mean, I feel like you look out there, and if it's one-on-one, you got to feel good with any of our guys, and that's the belief I put in them, and I'm going to trust them to go make plays for us. And I think that's kind of the bedrock of our offense is trusting everybody to do their job and to win their one-on-one.
Who are you rooting for December 29th? The Raiders or the Saints? Stay tuned.
Really good, man. We were just talking about it, how much better it's gotten these last couple of weeks. Our timing's getting better, kind of understanding how he moves, how we both see the game. I feel very good about that, and I'm excited to, be able to throw to him for real. All right, thank you.
Salute to Gardner Minshew.
I'm never gonna hear this guy again the same. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I had to do it, man. I had to do it, bro. All right, let's get back to this real quick, y'all. Salute. We're waiting for Devontae Adams. He should be at the podium here soon. Our star wide receiver will be talking. But the Chargers did drop their week 1 depth chart. Herbert will be the starter. I know there's a lot of questions around his ankle, foot injury. Easton Stick and Tyler Haneke will be their backup. Running backs, J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards. So that's interesting right there to see. It's a 1A, 1B type situation. Thunder and lightning per se. Backups, Kamani Vidal and then Hassan Haskins, a former Michigan guy that played under Jim Harbaugh. Then they brought this fullback in, man, Scott Matlock. Have you seen him, bro? 6'4", 6'5". This dude is a monster, bro. So if that doesn't tell you that they're going to run the football a lot in LA, I don't know.
Hey, look, man. This is a Bo Schembechler protege.
Yeah.
Do you have a fullback, laddie? That's what he said. That's what he said to Jim Harbaugh when he was still alive. When he started coaching. Do you have a fullback, sonny?
Yep. Wide receiver starters. This kind of weird right here. Starters: Josh Palmer, DJ Chark, or Quentin Johnston. So I'm assuming that those 3 guys will be the number 3 guys. The backups: Lab McConkey, which he'll be in the slot a lot. He'll be out there a lot. Brendan Rice is at the end of the depth chart. Simi Fioco, I think that's how you say. I believe former Stanford guy.
Pronounce that name worth a shit. I'm not going to try.
Yeah.
But Lab McConkey is a guy you got to be very, very concerned about going into this game. You got to be very concerned about J.K. Dobbins. I'm going to say it again. I know we're talking about receivers, but J.K. Dobbins, man, This guy's recovering from a torn Achilles.
2 of them.
Yeah, but not a knee injury. Before he was recovering from a knee injury. And he said, and I quote, he said, it was like a walk in the park. It was like a sprained ankle, Diamond said. He goes, it was very easy because I had the knee injury and the knee was pretty hard to recover from. But the Achilles, I would say, was just easy because that's my mentality. It's pretty easy for me. So we will see. But he's 100% healthy. And J.K. Dobbins is a guy who was looking to be a star when he came into the National Football League. I'm more concerned. And I know, look, can Herbert sling it? Yeah. But Jim Harbaugh, if he's nothing, he's a balanced play caller.
I got to disagree with you, Westy. You can't say he's 100% healthy. Coming off of 2 devastating injuries like that, you can never say he's going to be 100% ever again. He has to go out there and play for a year or so in order to even relive that. Oh, and they're done. The presser is done. So.
Bro, bro. This is why words are important, right? I'm not saying he's 100% of what he was. I'm saying at this moment in time, he's 100% healthy. Wherever his body is, however he was to where he's at 100%.
And I 100% still disagree with both things that you just said.
You just want to disagree, bro. But let me tell you something, man. This is no lesbian Dracula here.
Yes.
So you gotta put the facts on the table here, my brother. Get out of here with that.
Salute to everybody here in the building. As always, we got 1,000 people rocking, man. Wipe them feet, man. Pay your bar tabs. Hit that subscribe button. Yes, no Devontae Adams. He was supposed to talk at the podium, but I guess we're not getting the video ended. So there you have it. Loading. I'll keep you updated, brother. I promise you. I'll do a separate live for the locker, and we'll definitely, because even myself am still trying to figure out the whole process. I got you. I promise. Salute to our guy, man, and welcome, man, to the AFC West Roundtable. Our guy, Jake. Greg Roman is bringing back that spread offense he ran in 2019 in Lamar's first MVP season. There you go. Salute to Jake, our guy.
Faking the pitch.
Hey, man. Hey, Tyner, I want to ask you, Tyner, were you the one that made the Shillmore video, a Shillmore jersey? I want to ask you, Tyner, because I think you did. And, dog, that jersey is so fire, man. Thank you so much for thinking about us, putting that together, man. Gio says, drop and give them 50 wasted. Talk, Gio. Talk.
That'll never happen for wasted talent, man.
Yo,
Ever.
That is
what's going on here.
Oh, Devontae went first. Okay, so we missed Devontae. I'll double back and check it out. I didn't know that Devontae was first at the podium. So Devontae, Christian Wilkins, then Gardner Minshew. Okay, salute. I'll go back and watch it. Sholo Man says, Chargers' new fullback is a defensive lineman, 300 pounds, 4'8", 40. Yeah, this dude is insane. The measurable. He looks like Tyree Wilson out there, bro.
Yeah, bro. He look, man. You talk about somebody that's going to be a people mover. This guy's a people mover. I'm telling you right now. Look. I don't mean for this to be a get off my lawn moment or a wasted gather around the fire moment.
Hey, no.
But it actually is. So everybody gather around the fire. Wasted is going to cook. Right. Look, man, Jim Harbaugh is an old school football coach that coaches the game with the old school principles: physicality, balance, running the football, stout defense, strong up front. You control the game from the trenches. And he is a guy who likes to pound the hell out of your defense. Pause, all the pause in the world. But that's what he wants. He wants to go out there and dog you out. And I'm telling you right now, the Raiders better bring their lunch pail because they're going to throw all of the running backs at them, throw all these fullbacks at them. And this offensive line, which everybody is saying, this line is bad. That's bullshit. They got a bunch of first and second round picks on this line. And they got, Look at it
right there, bro. Look at it right there. I mean, Zion Johnson was a baller out of Boston College. They got Bradley Bozeman. They got Trey Pickens, backups, Jordan McFadden. I believe that's not the kid from Indiana. I think that was a linebacker. I think it was Mika McFadden, I believe.
Yeah, Jamari Salyer is a guy that we wanted out of
Georgia. Yeah.
Right. So, but then you got Rashawn Slater. And you ask, why is Joel not playing left tackle? Because one of the best young left tackles in football are already there. And now you took another guy who probably on any other team would be a starting left tackle, and you put him at right.
Yeah.
This is an issue.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to line up and impose their will if our defense is not able to hold serve and kind of get after them a little bit.
I'm not too much worried about it, man. I think that Malcolm Kuntz is going to continue his trajectory this year upward. I think he's going to be okay. on that opposite end with Slater. And I think that, like you said, baptism by fire, bro. I think and we love all Notre Dame guys. We love all. I would have loved for him to be a Raider, but at the end of the day, Max is going to make sure that he feels it. like this is going to be an absolute. I think Alt's going to look at this week 1 and say, damn, welcome to the NFL. He's going to get his welcome to the NFL moment immediately because Max finally has a guy like Christian Wilkins next to him. He finally has an opportunity to go out there and potentially play himself into Defensive Player of the Year this year. Wasted. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to be talked about as the top edge rusher in the NFL. It starts here with one of the better young right tackles in Joe Alt.
But you know how you win those seasonal defensive and offensive awards? You got to win. Yeah, I've seen a million times where guys have probably had a better season than the person who actually wins it. But if you're a terrible team, how good is your defense really? Right? Yeah. You get looked at as a compiler. The reason why, and I know a lot of people are saying, hey,
Devontae wasn't there, you guys. Devontae was not. He did not talk.
But a lot of people say, hey, Wasted, you sound like you think we're going to lose, right? What I'm going to give you is I'm giving you information, not affirmation. Yeah. I'm not going to come here and tell you guys that everything's going to be great. This is going to be a hard-fought victory. This is not the Chargers that we played last year. This is going to be a hard-fought victory. Do I think we can win? You're damn right I think we can win. But the thing is that this defense, and this is the key to the victory, this defense needs to go out there and stop the damn run. Because without the run, when you put Herbert out there and make him throw the ball all the time, he's very effective. But he has guys at wide receiver. He doesn't have Keenan Allen anymore. Yeah. He has guys that are dropping the football left and right. And Keenan Allen's dropping the football for that matter left and right, which is kind of funny, right?
But also, this is a guy, Wasted, that plays his best under pressure. He's the best quarterback in the NFL statistically under pressure. So don't think for once that if Max and Malcolm gets after him, that this guy still can't continue to make plays from the pocket or with his legs and extend plays getting outside of the pocket. This guy is statistically the best quarterback in the NFL under pressure. So this is going to be a difficult task for this defense. It is, regardless if Allen's not there anymore, if Mike is not there anymore, he lost his number 1 and number 2 options. It doesn't matter. This guy is still going to find a way to be one of the ones because we hate Justin Herbert as Raider fans, but this guy is very talented. He has the measurables. He can make every throw. He can use his legs. This is a guy that is definitely going to go out there and try to make some noise week 1. So we got to definitely get to him and get to him fast. Let's talk about the defense real quick, Wasted, before we get out of here. This is their starters right here in the interior of the defensive line. Their starters are Morgan Fox, Poona Ford, who just came over in free agency, I believe, played for Seattle. I think he played a couple other spots as well. That was a guy that we talked about potentially bringing him in the offseason. Atito Agbonia, I don't even know. I butchered that. With their backup, Scott Matlock, who is their fullback. Just think about that. That is their backup right there, interior defensive line. Defensive tackle. They got Tart, and then they got Justin, blah, 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 blah. All right, edge rusher, starters, Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. Bosa, I believe, just got the boot, the boot took off his hand, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's always playing injured. So I don't know what Joey Bosa we're going to get. Khalil Mack coming off of a massive year last year. He's going to want to make some noise. This is his former team. We already know that Khalil loves to face the Raiders unless Trent Brown is out there right tackle. Backups, Bud Dupree and Tully. Dupree, veteran guy that is also dealt with durability issues.
But when he's on the field, he's a hell of a pass rusher.
Yeah, definitely. He's never had a problem in that department, putting up some numbers in the sack department. Pause. Inside linebacker, starters, very familiar with this guy, Denzel Perriman, all-pro, former Pro Bowl guy with us. And then they have Henley, another guy that we liked a lot in that draft. Yeah, is their starter with Troy Dye and Junior Colson, a third-round pick out of Michigan, who is the Jim Harbaugh guy as well. So that linebacking core is nice. Troy Dye, Junior Colson as rotational guys with Denzel Perriman and Henley starting. Nice. Cornerback position, Asante Samuel was one of them ones, junior, with Christian Fulton coming over, I believe, from Tennessee, I think, in free agency. Backups, Taylor, Leonard, Steele, and Cam Hart, our guy out of Notre Dame. Interesting to see him at the back end of that depth chart in terms of the cornerback position, but he's a rook. It's going to take some time to get him going. Safety, they have all pro baller in Derwin James. He's healthy right now. So, he's a ball hawk. He can do it all. And they got Gilman next to him with the backups, Finley and Elijah Molden, former Washington guy. Yeah. So there you have it with Cameron and J.K. Scott as their guys over there, with Darius Davis as their kick returner, backup Lab McConkey, their slot guy, rookie out of Georgia, and then the same thing returning punts. So there you have it, you guys. That is their updated depth chart, what we will be facing this Sunday against the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. So there you have it. What else we got, man? Wasted, what else we got for him?
Man, listen, you know what we got for him? We don't have a bunch of hopium. What we got for him is why we think the Raiders can win this football game.
Yeah.
Right? And it starts with the defense, but then it goes on to number 17, Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams was disrespected by this team. Devontae Adams really had handcuffs on him all year because he had a quarterback in the beginning of the season who couldn't really get him the football, right? The one reason why I feel like the Gardner Minshew decision was made is because he has that moxie where he'll throw the football down the field.
Yeah.
Devontae will get open, and that will mean trouble for the Chargers. I'm telling you right now, that Brock Bowers also is going to mean trouble for the Chargers. I think this Raider offense is going to be a lot better than people are giving us credit for. We got skill position players, man, that other teams would dream to have. Mm-hmm. As long as Zamir White can be consistent running that football, it's going to be a field day for the Raiders, man. We're going to be able to get off early and often as far as when you talk about in the defensive secondary. Because, listen, do they have some studs there? Yeah. But Devontae Adams does pretty damn well against Asante Samuel Jr.
Give me a surprise player on the defensive side of the ball and a surprise player on the offensive side of the ball that you think can make some noise this Sunday and kind of make a name for themselves, so to speak.
Jacorian Bennett.
Damn it. You took mine. Go ahead.
Jacorian Bennett, man, I think is going to be the reverse of what we saw last year. I think that now he understands the nuance of the game, and you're going to see all that talent come to the surface. Mm-hmm. Right. And when it comes to on the offensive side of the football, I don't know how much of a surprise, but it's Trey Tucker, man. Trey Tucker is a guy that everybody's sleeping on. The Chargers they're very top heavy in their secondary. Mm-hmm. I think we're going to be able to exploit.
Definitely.
We're going to be able to exploit that Trey Tucker matchup.
Especially with the speed. Yeah, definitely. I think you took both my players. I actually said both those guys on the AFC West roundtable last night. So like-minded, as always, the what do we call it? The diabolical twins are back at it.
Diabolical twins. Boom, boom, boom.
I'll put two different names out there. I think that Michael Mayer is going to have a field day. I think that Brock is going to be a guy that is he's going to make that defense nervous. You have to hold him accountable all game long, watching him at the X slot, H-back, all over the place. Michael Mayer, I have a feeling can have a big game offensively. And I'm gonna give Marcus Epps, man, the veteran at the safety position. One of the leaders in the locker room. He's definitely helped unlock Trayvon Merrick, in his third year last year. And I think that's going to continue. I think Marcus Epps may have a big game. And you know what? I'm gonna throw another name out there, Palamau. I think that he's gonna go out there, a missile playing at home in LA. He played at USC. I think that he is gonna be a guy that with the athleticism, line him up in the box, put him in the nickel, put him all over the place. That can be a guy tomorrow that can have a big game for us. I'm going to stick with the Marcus says Palamau on the defense side of the ball. And then if I had to throw another name on there offensively, a sneaky name, I'm going to throw DJ Turner out there. Why not? I think he'll get a few reps at wide receiver. I'm not saying it's going to be a Trey Tucker type situation, but this could be a guy that just because all these other guys have to be accounted for, he could be a guy that can get freed up and potentially put a touchdown up for us tomorrow. On Sunday.
I don't know if he's going to get any targets, man. You got Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers, Michael Mayers, Trey Tucker. There's a lot of guys that can get some targets, right? Running backs, Madison coming out the backfield. Another guy that I feel like is going to get out there and kind of, show his mettle and show his worth. And I don't know how many snaps he's going to get, but I think Dylan Labe is finally going to prove why we drafted him. Because of the fact that, Luke Getsy trying to do some of the things that he does as far as, putting different running backs in and running back by committee. I think Dylan Labe will make the most of his snaps. I just want him to do one thing, because I saw some of that in the San Francisco game. Hold on to the football, young brother. You can hold on to the football, you'll be fine.
Yeah. I hope Dylan gets some reps. I do believe that Amir is going to be the starter. Abdullah will be the guy, the third down back. But I think Dylan's going to earn his reps there in special teams. But I hope to see him out there at some point, especially in the passing game. Get him active in the passing game. That's what sets him apart from a lot of these other guys. A running back that can go out there and specifically in the passing game get it done. You watched him in New Hampshire. I mean, this dude was a monster in the passing game. Amir Abdullah, he's getting up there in age. To me, he's more of a special teams type guy for us and just a leader in the locker room. But no, I agree with you, man. Hopefully Cheddar Bob can go out there and get active, man.
Yeah, Cheddar Bob can run the entire route tree as a running back.
Yeah.
He's a guy who actually routes guys up like he's a slot receiver.
Yeah.
That's something that you can capitalize on very, very easily. That's a guy that you actually should have him matched up with Derwin James because he's not the greatest in coverage. Yeah,
facts. Salute to Cole, man. I appreciate you once again on the $2 special, man. Old school football. The trenches are going to win. This is facts. And guess what, Cole? These are two teams that I think are pretty stacked in the trenches. I mean, our offensive line, we still have some question marks, but I like their O-line, and both defensive lines are phenomenal. So this is definitely going to be a battle of the trenches. This is why I kind of laughed at the 14.5 with the under and over with BetUS, because I just think this is going to be a run-heavy game and a defensive-minded game. This is going to be mind tricks from Antonio Pierce and Jim Harbaugh. I think this is going to be – it could potentially be a low-scoring game because of it. Run the footballs to set up the pass. But I still believe that Devontae can have a big game this upcoming week because of Luke Getsy, his former guy in Green Bay. He's going to want to get him involved. And also all the shit talk with the Pop-Tart and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to see him get active as well. Salute to Arlen, member for 27 months. I appreciate you, brother, so much. Salute to the 1,000+ people here in the building. As always, we appreciate you guys so much. Do us a favor, wipe them feet for all the new people here. That means get them thumbs up, pay your bar tabs. Means get them thumbs up, and make sure you hit that subscribe button on both channels. We appreciate you guys. I got to get out of here in a second, man. Take my son to football practice. What you got on the way out for us, Wasted?
Nothing big. I just wanted to respond to East Coast Greater Than an Iron. When we talk about Derwin James now and the way he's
in the building. Salute to my guy.
Derwin James last year had one interception, and he allowed 40 receptions, 92 solo tackles. He's becoming a box safety at this point. So I'm not saying that he's the worst in coverage, but he's not like, it's not like he's some ball hawking safety at this point in his career, man. Yeah. He's not terrible, but he's not the best. He's becoming a damn near linebacker. And
also durability has been a problem with him since Florida State. Salute to Rosetown native 24-17 Raiders. Salute to my guy on the $2 special. Salute to the Mokes also. Sorry, y'all missed your supers. We were kind of on our soapbox there for a minute. I hope AP has the players coming out the tunnel on Sunday like Chris Benoit thing. God damn, bro. The Mokes went dark. He went creepy.
Jeez,
he went disgusting.
I mean, not the axe murderer to his family, bro.
Yeah, man.
That is Lord Voldemort in here. He is the one who shall not be named.
Yeah, nasty work, man. Salute to Demokes though with the disgustingness. Salute to everybody here in the building. We will be active all week long, you guys. Coffee and Convo tomorrow. Wasted will be doing his own solo show on his channel as well. Then Friday we will be doubling back and having a bunch of content this week. Sunday, me and Hammer will be calling the game play-by-play. Make sure you pull up on us. We're going to be
I do the post game, so y'all pull one up, man.
So stay tuned for that. Also, salute to our proud sponsors once again over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over to the link that will be in both of our descriptions and also in the comments section pinned. Head over there, get 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. Fastest payouts in the industry. And what else you got to say? What Wasted with?
Hey, man, check out BetUS in the link in the description below. 24/7, 365. Personal service, man. Hey, America's #1 sports book. Go on over there. Check out BetUS. Tell them Wasted and Graphk Raiders sent you.
And we're not done yet. Let Michael Vick highlight y'all real quick.
Michael Vick here at BetUS.com. Get it all. Huge bonuses, great odds, a race book, live in-game betting, and a casino. BetUS, my online sports book and casino.
Salute once again to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. And once again, this live stream is powered by BetUS. Salute to our guy Hug. 35-10, the AP led monster of the Midway Raiders. Salute to my guy Hug. Salute to Rico on the way out as well. 5-hour special. Salute to you, Docs. You repping the nation. That round table has too many seats. F Mike Skip Bayless.
Don't give him that much credit.
Salute to my guy Rico on a 5-hour special. Salute to Raider Mitch. Salute, shout out to Graphk and Wasted. Top 2 Raider content creators on YouTube. That means a lot. There's so many great ones, man. Hammer, our brother Big Mike, a bunch of other people out there. Salute to you. That means so much to both of us, man. Appreciate you. And on the way out, y'all, wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up, hit the subscribe button on both channels. And yeah, man. Oh, yeah. And Hammer said, real quick, you guys, he's doing a show tomorrow with the OG Hall of Famer Violator. So make sure you guys go pull up. Tell Unc we sent you. You know what I mean? Salute to our uncle, Violator, as always. And salute to Lil Bro Hammer. We are outro, y'all. Once again, we love y'all. We appreciate you. Peace.
That's what I'm talking about.